starting to come to the realization, man. I just got paid, you know, a good amount of money. And I came to the realization that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The job doesn't matter. Titles doesn't matter. Pain and suffering and what we go through, what people say, what people do to us doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters, y'all, I mean, even the economy doesn't matter. Government doesn't matter. Presidency doesn't matter. Things we stress about doesn't matter. You know, things that throw us off aloof, get us to lose control of ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Stress us out, causes anxiety and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. I want y'all to look at these trees real quick, man. Look at the ground beneath you. Breathe that air that you breathing right now. I want you to look at the sky. I want you to look at the sun. Look at that sun. All of this is real. The animals, all of it. This is real. This is real. That car ain't real. Feel me? Apartment, man-made, it ain't real. Money, man-made, it ain't real. Materialistic things, man-made, it ain't real. It ain't real. You know what I'm saying? These are materials, man. These are things that are fleet. God says all things shall pass away, but behold, all things become new. But these things in this world will pass away. Only way we're going to become new creations, only way we're going to be complete, whole within this life is literally following God and forsaking all of these things, because it's our attachment. It's our attachment to our pain. It's our attachment to our victimhood. It's our attachment to suffering. It's our attachment to materialistic things. It's our attachments that causes us this grief, this suffering. But God has been telling me, man, lose all attachment to worldly things. That also means titles. You know? You gotta lose your attachment to it. It's not important. This is important. Getting out in nature. You see what I'm saying? Honoring God. Honoring His creation. Honoring His word. Talking to Him through prayer. This is where God wants us all at. This is where He's been leading me to, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm understanding now that the loss was really a lesson, and that, you know, it was really a blessing in disguise. Yeah, go ahead and take this walk with me and Goku. You know what I'm saying? Take this walk with me, Goku, and God. Come learn some wisdom today. Because I just got this revelation. Literally, as soon as I looked at my bank account, about our attachments, you know, about our attachments. When God calls us to be ye separate from the world, He calls us literally into His marvelous light, out of the dark into His marvelous light. So darkness in the Bible is described as sin. Ignorance is bliss, right? So when we are in sin, we're in darkness. And when you're in darkness, you're in ignorance. And a lot of times, ignorance feels like the real thing, right? Because that's how it was designed. It was designed to feel like the real thing, you know? These man-made materials, this flesh, you know what I'm saying? This life was made to feel real. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. I might be going over some heads right about now, but I hope y'all can follow along with me. This life was made to feel like it was real. I don't know if y'all watched Neo in the Matrix, but Neo came to the conclusion, and he came to himself, and he realized all of these things in his life, or in this life, was a lie, right? Everything was just an illusion, appearing real, right? And his attachment to the illusion is what kept him from waking up. Hope y'all can catch this. His attachment to the illusion is what kept him from waking up. Neo's attachment, just like our attachment to this illusion we call life, is what keeps us from following God and waking up. God says, carry your cross and follow me. Meaning that you got to leave behind the illusion. You have to leave behind the world. You have to forsake your flesh. You have to put aside these things that you count as valuable in your life because it's fleeting. It's not real. They are real and tangible because of, this flesh that we got to live in, because we are also flesh, but we are also spirit. We're also spirit. So there's another world that's just as real, if not more real, than this one that we live in, right? And that world is the spiritual world. That world is where heaven is at. That world is where God is at. That world is going to feel more real. But to enter into that world, we have to lose our attachment to this one, right? For us to wake up, hold on. For us to wake up, it's for us to completely lose our attachment to what is false, to the lie, because we've all been lied to, man. I'm pretty sure, man, this generation knows by now that the government, the economy, the people around them are lying to them. You understand? And I'm pretty sure they're starting to wake up out of the illusion of this false reality that Satan built off of man-made sinful hands. Satan built this reality because he knew that if he sold us this illusion for so long, we would buy into it, right? So then he gives us entertainment. He gives us social media. He gives us all of these things, right? These devices. Don't fall victim to Satan and his devices, it says that in the word. He gives us these devices to take our attention off the real thing, which is God. He puts our attention right back on what's false, what's fake, what doesn't agree with God, what doesn't align with God, what doesn't feed you. Because you've been fed the wrong spoon since childhood. Since you came out your mother's womb, we've all been fed the wrong spoon, man. We've all been fed the same lies. We've all been fed the same trauma, the same guilt, the same pains, the same sufferings. We've all been fed the same spoon for a while now, right? Jesus comes to bring a sword. So that means that Jesus comes to... Hold on. It means that Jesus comes to literally free us from the illusion, right? Just like how Neo in the Matrix, he came to free them from this false fake reality that they depended on because it fed their flesh. It fed their flesh, but it didn't feed their spirit. And so you got a lot of people that's walking around here not fed. The only way you get fully fed and live life to the fullest is in the fullest extent and live an abundant life is through Christ, because that's where you really get fed, right? But when we don't get fed by the Spirit of God, we become empty. We become lifeless. We become bitter. We become bitter, angry, miserable, hating others. This is what is described in 1 Timothy. Liars, mockers, deceivers, sexually immoral, deceitful, right? Angry at parents. You feel me? Because then we're filled with death, which is sin, ignorance, right? And as we begin to get filled with this death, we begin to feel like we're dying because the spirit man is dying. The spirit man hasn't been fed. So the moment people come into Christ, it's almost as if God gives them a new life, because that's literally what happens. God gives you a new perspective, and with a new perspective comes new life, new habits, new mindset, new ways, new mannerisms, new language, right? New walk, new talk. Everything changes and becomes new. all things new, right? So then, after a while, it's almost as if you realize that all of this wasn't worth it, right? Everything that you're chasing right now, everything that you're worried about right now is not worth it, right? These things are here to distract you, to keep you at a certain level in your spiritual journey, your mental journey, and your emotional journey on this earth, because it's meant to keep you where Satan wants you, and that is at a low level in life. So if we want to get to a high level in life, we got to follow God and we got to follow Jesus. But that's going to come with a sacrifice. It's going to come with sacrificing this old life. It's going to come with sacrificing this flesh that leads to damnation and death. I'll leave y'all off with that message. And I just got that revelation today. Literally out the car. I just hopped out the car and got that revelation. So I just wanted to share it. But y'all be blessed by that message. Hopefully it shares some certainty on your journey and where you're at right now with yourself and with Christ. Get right with God. These are the end times. Revelation. We ain't got time to be playing no more. Deuces.